Hello everyone, welcome to Edukemy's YouTube page. I am Dimple Nankani and in this video we will deal with the topic that how to deal with the mapping portion for your UPSC CSE Prelims examination. We've taken various questions from various examinations that are conducted by UPSC and we have tried to analyze the pattern so as to help you in your preparation. We've made series of such video. Please click the bell icon and subscribe to our channel to get regular updates for such videos. The question that remains is how should we prepare the mapping portion for the prelims examination. So here the mapping portion is very important for the examination because the questions, nearly 6 to 8 questions every year are asked from this topic. So if you look at 2021, there were 3 questions, but bearing 2021 from 2017 where there were 8 questions, 2018 there were 6 questions, 2019 examinations again 8 questions, 2020 there were 6 questions. So the analysis is nearly 6 to 8 questions from this portion is asked in the examination and the questions are not very simple. Let's take an example from the previous year paper, that is 2021 year paper. The question was on the Indus River system. They had given you the description and you had to analyze one of the tributaries of the Indus River system. Now what happens is the answer is still debated. UPSC has not come up with the key. We have made the video, Harsh sir has made the video on this Indus River system. You can check the channel and go and look out for yourself about the answer. The point is that the questions are not simple. The questions are tricky. And this is not of one-off example. There have been examples like the examples of which of the following is closest to the longitude. There has been question on the park and the fauna. There was a question on river Teesta. Chandipur was, the answer which was of Chandipur was a difficult question from the mapping area. So the questions have been tricky and the questions have been difficult to medium level, not as easy that is expected of. So here what you need to understand is how do you prepare. One trend that we could have analyzed before was that they are overlapping the two themes and asking questions. Like on one page of the atlas the hills are given, on the other page of the atlas the river is given, but they are overlapping these two themes and asking questions, and it is not easy unless and until you have the pictorial memory to solve such questions. So that was one trend. However, UPSC is always ahead of the trend. So what you need to do is you need to analyze various papers to stay updated to the trend. So what you need to do is you need to stay ahead in the trend. So analyze the various UPSC examination papers, to analyze the papers of NDA, CDS and other. That's what we have done for you. We've analyzed the pattern and we want you to make some changes in your preparation to stay ahead of the trend. Now, what is the pattern that we have analyzed? So if I look into 2021 examination, the part 2 examination of NDA, the question that was asked is the Tropic of Cancer does not passes through which of the following states? The following states like Manipur, West Bengal, Gujarat and Jharkhand. So here one thing that we already knew was that the important latitude, the important longitude, we should be aware of them. The important latitude, which states to passes through the Indian Standard Time longitude, and the important latitude like the Tropic of Cancer passes through which states. So we know there are 8 states via which the Tropic of Cancer passes. It passes through Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura and Mizoram. Right, so this is the 8 states via which the Tropic of Cancer passes. So the answer is simple. The answer is does not passes through Manipur. It passes through Tripura and Mizoram. It was a fairly simple question, but what is the thing that we need to keep in mind? That the important latitude from which state does it passes, it should be known to us. From which countries does it passes should be known to us. This is fairly simple and easy prediction, but now the question that was again asked, which of the following country has maximum time difference from the Greenwich Mean Time? So we have the Greenwich Mean Time and we have to analyze the countries which have the maximum time difference. And the options were fairly close. The options like India, Nepal, Sri Lanka and Bhutan. So you should know that if we have to have the maximum time difference, the only thing that we should know that which of the following is further eastward, right? If this is the Greenwich Mean Time, which of the following country is the further eastward? The question has to be solved via logical thinking. So we know for India and Sri Lanka, it is the same time that is followed, and that like India's and the Sri Lanka. For Nepal, it is comparatively little more eastward, but Bhutan is most eastward. So if this is the map of India, this is your Nepal, this is the Bhutan. For India, it is this. For India, it is 5.5. For Nepal, it is 5 hours 40 minutes. For Sri Lanka, it is again 5.5. But for Bhutan, it is 6 hours. You need not remember these details, but at least you should know that which country is the most eastward from the Greenwich Mean Time. That could have helped you in your solving such answer. So again, I come to the same conclusion that pictorial memory becomes very important to solve such questions. Now, the third thing that I want to tell you is here in not only are they directly asking you the questions on from which country does it pass, which country is the further east, which country has the maximum time difference, but they are also asking questions like this. So they have turned more applied in nature. They have turned more applied in nature. The questions have become more applied. Let's look at the question. M wants to visit a place in the Union Territory which is located at 34° north. Okay, again, you need to know where is 34° north, at least have a fair idea, and 77° east. From which of the following UTs must he have planned to visit? If you know the Tropic of Cancer, okay, 23.5° north. Obviously, when it is asking 34° north, it has to be here, somewhere here. So it cannot be Andaman Nicobar, it cannot be Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep has been in 4. This is Lakshadweep. Okay, this is Puducherry. Puducherry is in 4 areas, but all of them are within Tropic of Cancer. And then we have Ladakh. So elimination technique, the pictorial technique, some logic can help you in solving such questions. But the lesson is the questions have become more applied in nature. Important lines are to be learned, but you should not forget logic, and it has become more applied in nature. Moving on, if I go for further question, this question is about, there was one question in your UPSC CSE which said that you are going from one place to another, you have to follow the shortest distance, which is the maximum number of states, minimum number of states that you will cross. A similar type of question has also been asked in the CDS examination, which says that D performs her train journey by the shortest route from Bangalore to New Delhi. So it has to perform a journey from Bangalore to this New Delhi, right? And which rivers it will not cross while it is moving from Bangalore to Delhi. Instinctively, we get the question that Yamuna to cross karega hi. But the answer is it will not cross Yamuna. It will have to cross Krishna, it will have to cross Godavari and Narmada, and it will reach Delhi before crossing Yamuna. Okay, it will reach Delhi before crossing Yamuna. So the answer is Yamuna. Again, the same conclusion, pictorial memory. The pictorial memory. You need to have pictorial memory. You need to have good application. The questions are not simple, straight, factual questions. They are application-based questions. That is the change in the trend. You have to follow this. If I analyze other question, again, the question relates to the latitude but has become applied in nature. Identify the state or which of the following characteristics. Tropic of Cancer passes through this state. Okay, so if I see Tropic of Cancer passes through the state, Nagaland and Manipur would be eliminated. The answer has to be between Tripura and Mizoram. The state has more north to south extension. The state has international border with Bangladesh and Myanmar. Now, if you look at the picture, you can see that if I actually show you the map of Tripura and Mizoram, right? So you can see that Tripura is fully jutted into Bangladesh, and Mizoram is sharing its border with both Bangladesh and Myanmar. A trick can be, this is a very typical question, between Tripura and Mizoram, which shares border with Myanmar. This is a very typical question. Remember M for Myanmar, M for Mizoram. So Mizoram does share the border with Myanmar and Tripura does not share the border with Myanmar. So the answer here is Mizoram, right? That it shares the border with Bangladesh and Myanmar. Moving on. Again, look at the question. Okay, so what has been the analysis so far? The analysis is the latitudes, important latitudes and longitudes are important. They have to be focused upon. Then we also have seen that the question have become application based. The question are application based. The third conclusion, that all of you know NCERT. It has to be done. You cannot do away with NCERT. And why do I say this? Look at the question. This is a CDS question. Which among the following will be at more risk with respect to earthquake hazard zones specified by the Geological Survey of India? So Geological Survey of India tells about the hazard proneness of a particular region. Here the question is, which of the following is the most earthquake hazard prone zone? Shahaji at Sikandarabad. You should know where is Sikandarabad. Ranbir at Indore. Malti at Pithoragarh. Maitri at Bhubaneswar. So you should know where is Bhubaneswar, where is Indore, where is Sikandarabad. These are the important cities. You should know about them. And where is Pithoragarh? People from south, Pithoragarh. Right? If you don't know, NCERT is here to help you. In which of the following district of Uttaranchal did Malpa landslide disaster take place? This picture is from your class 11 NCERT. The last chapter, the 11 NCERT, the fundamentals of physical geography, the fundamentals of physical geography, the last chapter dealing with the disaster chapter. This is the question from there. In which of the following districts of Uttaranchal, okay, Uttarakhand, now Uttarakhand, did Malpa landslide disaster take place? And it is Pithoragarh. So NCERT, don't forget to solve the questions at the last given in the chapter. So here Pithoragarh is in Uttarakhand, and if you know the earthquake, so at least you should know, you should have the pictorial memory for these maps, for these cities, and you should also know the earthquake hazard prone zones. So we know that Himalayas, they are most prone to earthquakes in India. Northeast, it's a most hazard based prone zone. Sikandarabad in the south, Bhubaneswar in Odisha goes, Indore in MP goes. What remains is the Himalayan, that is Malti in Pithoragarh. So it needed pictorial memory, it needed application, it also needed pictorial memory of not only just cities but also the earthquake hazard prone zones here. So again, the analysis, the pictorial memory plus application. So important latitude, longitude, the pictorial memory, application and NCERT, right? Don't see this as a pain. It is not PAIN. It is a pain relief. That is the pictorial memory, your application, that is the important latitude and longitude, and the NCERT. Okay, so this pain is very important for your pain relief in the examination, right? So pictorial memory, you have to go for application, you have to have the idea of important latitude and longitude, and you have to do with the NCERT, right? Again, if I go for more analysis, D had recently visited Khardungla, Nubra Valley. The question has been asked in your UPSC CSE on the Nubra Valley. So D goes to a place where he sees Nubra Valley, where she sees Khardungla and several Buddhist monasteries. Which of the following states and UT has she visited? Okay, so now you should know that where is this Khardungla Pass? Where is this Khardungla Pass? The Khardungla Pass is in, so student of the class, no, it is in the Ladakh. So Ladakh. Now, you should also know the other passes which are important for your examination. Passes like, and you should also know Where are these? Eastern part of the country, the western part of the country, Himalayas, the eastern Himalayas, western Himalayas, or the peninsular India, you should know. So important passes that you should know: Bamla, Nathula, Khardungla, Niti Pass, know about Lipu Lake, know about Zozila, know about Bara Lachala, know about the important passes in the peninsular India: Borghat, Thalghat, Shenkottai Gap, Palghat. Okay, know about 10-15 important passes. This is not a very comprehensive list. You can add 4 or 5 more. Please know about them, know the states, know the hills in which they are located. They can ask you an application based question from these passes also. Moving on. Again, application based, where the concept of static and the current affairs have been incorporated together. S has witnessed contour bunding. You should know contour bunding and contour plying while visiting one of the states in India. Identify the states from the option given below. So you should know that contour bunding or the contour plowing takes place in the hilly states, in the hill regions. So which actually basically it is asking me which of the following is the hilly state. And now it becomes very easy. Is Punjab a hilly state? Is Haryana a hilly state? Himachal Pradesh or Rajasthan? We know that contour bunding will be seen in the hilly states of Himachal Pradesh. Now, that is what we called as application. If hilly states would have been asked, it would have been very easy. But you should know that where does contour plowing and contour bunding takes place. So the analysis is you have to know about the NCERT. You have to know about the important lines. You have to have application, and you have to go for PYQs also. You have to practice also. So practice, go for PYQ, and not the last but the most important is have the pictorial memory. How do you do maps? Have the pictorial memory. You should know 10-15 important passes. Where are they? You should know 10-15 important hills, the rivers, the states, the coastal area and the boundaries with the states, and the other important features. So how do you do that? It can only come through practice. Simply looking at the atlas will not help you. Take out the sheets, the blank sheets of India, practice the map, know and have the pictorial memory. This is important pain that you should go through before you witness the examination. I hope you like this video. For more such videos, stay tuned to our channel, visit our website. We will wait for you. Bye-bye. Take care.